Hello and welcome. Happy New Year's. Alright, let's get started. Where are we? What are we doing? Great questions. Just head this way first, and we'll figure it out on the fly, I guess. Let's open up our bin. Get some of these out real quick. We didn't grab volcanic ash, so I guess we'll do that after. Let's just then, in that case, I think we need a spade. Let's do our contract, which is our sweet corn right here. See if we can get lucky again. I wasn't expecting it, but we got some teak seeds, and I want to get some more, hopefully. We got 3 of them, so we can get our first batch going on Fossil Island. Our goal, one of our many goals, is I'd like to start doing Hispori. So, we'll slowly get our way up there. Yeah, let's see what we get. Take another contract and we get Jangerberry. Okay, so let's go take all. And Limpwort, everything else is kind of, bananas are fine, I guess. But yeah, mostly useless. Okay, it said Jangerberry, right? So let's just do Jangerberry, and I guess we'll do an allotment as well. Bushes, Jangerberry, there it is. And then we'll just do, I don't even know if they accept watermelon at like a low level contract, but I'm kind of tempted to do strawberry. So I know they do. I've seen strawberry for an easy contract, but I haven't seen higher. Let's go ahead and put our strawberries in. And we'll come back for ultra compost, so I'll remember, hopefully. I'm not sure how many limpworts I have. I think I'm gonna farm my limpworts real quick too, because we're gonna start doing these. We're gonna do these 3 teaks, and I'd like to protect as many of them as I can. I still didn't grab my volcanic, but okay. So we're gonna grab limpwort seeds. We're gonna grab our volcanic thing, and we'll get this. We'll do our 3 super compost on those, and then we'll head out and start doing our tree run next. So what we need is volcanic. We don't need any of this stuff. We can put our strawberries in, that's fine. We have a little area for them. And then we have 26 of these, so that's, you know, very slim start. I think that's only 1 protection for 1 tree, so. Let's just grab our limpworts then. And I guess we'll grab them and run. We'll grab some more in at our other place, so maybe we can set that up. And that's what we'll go farm in Hasidius as well. And then let's now come over here and grab what we're going to want to do for our tree run. So here's our saplings, here's our 3 teaks that we want to do. And I think it's what, 5 and 5? 5 and 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't feel like doing an oak. I feel like that's so low. Like it's like no XP. Kind of decided yesterday I was kind of done with oak, but you know, we still have them, so We'll slowly do them, I guess. I don't know. No, we're not. We're gonna hold these off because when we unlock level 65 and we get a contract, I want them available, and I don't really care to make more of them. So we're done. We're not doing them. We refuse. So we'll do our tree run first, clear the inventory space, and then we'll go and get more limp root. We'll do our teak last, I guess. So let's just put the teak away, give us a little bit of space. See if we can get some more limp root. We'll head on down, get our super compost going. And yeah, let's do it. So limp root first. Let's get some buckets. Yeah, now we got some ultra compost. Let's see, what do we got going on? Let's verify all my settings are correct on my live stream. Let's make sure that my microphone is working. Yep. Okay. And then next we have to make sure that our thing is set to public. So let's go channel content. Our live stream, and we're public. Yep, we're public. Our numbers are all correct. Very nice. Okay, I'm gonna stop making that red come up because I'm gonna put my focus back here. I've just been known to forget one small detail when I'm streaming, and then the next thing you know, I don't have my mic on for over an hour. And you know, I'm not just a streamer, I'm recording my stuff for my YouTube videos primarily, and just put these away real quick. We'll grab them later. Let's just get more buckets out. This will be ready in 2 hours. And so yeah, I want to do both. It's not that one is stronger than the other. You know, just because I have multiple purposes, what I'm trying to say doesn't mean that doesn't mean I don't care about one of them. I care about both, but so yeah, let's push on then. Let's grab this again, and I think we just I guess we have to go to the bank because we didn't grab runes. We got that. We got our guy on our staff. Let's grab some more. So our air staff. Okay, let's go to Varlamore first, I think. Civitas y la Fortis. Every day I'm getting a little closer, but every day I mess up at least one of the words. I think it's Fortis. I don't know how to say Fortis. Fortis? Fortis. Fortis. Go Auburndale first, why not? Civitas y la Fortis. That didn't sound too bad. Okay, we don't need that up. Don't need no stinking plugins. How much XP? Yeah, you get 3,500 for a maple. That is an oak, you get 500 or something like that. Maybe a little bit more than that, but not significantly. So I don't think we want to do anything lower than willow. And I think pretty soon we're going to be saying we don't even want to do willow. We got grander things that we're trying to get to. I think I'm done doing apple trees, just because we have so many bananas. So we did Auburnvale, let's go Castori next. A dairy buffalo. I mean, it makes sense, I don't know. Never heard of a dairy buffalo before. And well, today's our first day of doing pine apple. Okay, let's just go, I guess, Lumbridge next, I don't know. I feel like Brimhaven, I think that's a good, get that one done early. It's not near a bank, so if I end up there. And yeah, I didn't bring my secant, my little pandemonium teleport. It goes a little quicker, but I think this one is pretty effective. Honestly, I don't even know if it's slower. Because this one takes you directly. Whereas the other one, you gotta charter over still. Well, I guess, yeah, okay. I'm not going crazy. Not yet, at least. Okay, I guess we just go to Varrock until we figure out where else we're going. We got Varrock, we got Lumbridge, we got Falador, we got Hatherby, we got Taverley, we got then the 3 other ones by the Spirit Tree. I think that's about it. Like, that might finish us off. Okay, let's just start dropping some things. Just go Falador next. I don't know if I've seen a dead one yet. Boom. 53 farmland. Bitter cat mushrooms and double maple roots. Okay, let's pay the man. Okay, let's run up to Taverley. So we got Taverley, we got Lumbridge, we got one of the gnome strongholds. I feel like there's one fruit tree that I'm forgetting. Our daily, which one is it? Yeah, those ones that I said. Then fruit tree, tree gnome, gnome stronghold, Hatherby. 1, 2, 3, those ones I all said, and then gnome, Lumbridge, Taverley. Okay. Probably could have skipped Taverley since we only have 2 more, and then we don't really have any more trees, so. But yeah, let's pay our man, get it going. Since Taverley's the longest run. Okay. So we don't have to go to Lumbridge, I guess. What was the 3 of these? I only have 2 in my head now. Tree, gnome, cat. Oh yeah, Catherby. Always forget Catherby. I think it's because I don't have a calorie teleport and I gotta run all the way down. Part of me wants to forget about it. I wonder if I should make this part of the daily runs up here. We have the material already on us. I can at least do the flower real quick, but maybe one day. But not today. I don't want to lock myself to doing so much time on farming, but I would like to get some limp roots going. I feel like there's probably better ways than farming anyways. And I guess we'll let our teaks die. It'll be kind of sad, but we'll use our ultra compost and hope for the best. We need to use our little teleport. Yeah, I don't know. Where am I going to get limpert roots without farming them right now? Quickly. I really don't think there is a spot. I think flowers are so quick that we could farm them up pretty quick if we wanted to, but let's just look real quick if there is a potential nice drop for us. So obviously wilderness bosses, Phantom Ober. Okay. It's probably quicker to just teleport, or is it quicker just to come back here? Maybe this is quicker. Yeah, I think it's pretty close. Who cares? Yeah, I don't really see wilderness bosses is basically the spot to go. Killing Obor with if you have keys is probably pretty good. And then you have Phantom Musfa. Oh, there's our dead willow. An ominous sign. You just put these to left click drop. Okay, let's just teleport to house. Let's see how many we get. We're not going to get 75 today. I think that's how many we need for our tree run. I don't really want to go that far out of my way to do this. I guess we'll just pay for one of them and hope for the best. Oops. Yeah, I think we'll probably get a level up here. I could be wrong. But yeah, now we have a great super compost method. We really didn't have one until we just recently unlocked this. Farming goes so quickly that I think we're even way past that level that it unlocks, possibly too. Alright, 54 farming. Can now make willow roots. Wherever else. I guess we just upgraded our tithe farm. You know, tithe farm is one of the probably most effective ways to get, yeah, you only get like 6. One of the most effective ways to get farming contract rewards, the seed packs, I guess they're called. They have some of the best, those seed packs that you get from them have some of the best odds for teak. And so maybe there's somewhat of an argument to, you know, if I wanted to push my farming to 65, I could always go off and just do tithe farm and get a lot of XP that way. But it would also get me the seeds that I'm looking for. To also, let's put them in here, I guess. I usually keep them in my bank, but I don't mind it. Okay, let's go back to the farming guild. Let's put our stuff away, and you know, there's a chance that our flour's done anyways. Okay, so what else do we got planned on today? I think we're nearing our end of our fletching grind. And once that's done, we'll get on to our hunter grind. We're gonna go to 74 fletching and 75 hunter. 75 hunter, we can then start catching moonlight moths. Yeah, I thought these would be done. I have so many limp roots on my other accounts that I felt like just slowly doing it, I would have so many by now, but it didn't stack up as quickly as I was hoping. I thought for sure I'd have over 100. And well, we got, I don't know, maybe close to 50, maybe close to 60 if I'm lucky. Let's see. Yeah, 34. I can only do one protection. So I think I'm just not going to protect them. We'll hold those off for another day. So I guess we'll just go and plant these. So in that case, we need to get a set up for our little birdhouse run too. Oh look, we had some more seeds. Some of these we could have done another maple today, but we'll let them stack for tomorrow. We're gonna be running, like, we're not gonna have enough. We're not gonna sustain our tree runs. Our fruit we can probably sustain, but not our. It looks like this is where I put everything. So let's grab this. Let's grab I think it's a chisel, and I think a hammer. Then I don't know. I think we can start doing you. Or am I not the level yet? Just try you, see what happens. 60 crafting, okay. We could do mahogany. This is a question of if I want to use mahogany or not. And I think the answer is sure. If I come to farming, if I go to trees, where's it at? Special maybe? Mahogany's at 55, so that's, you know, my next level. We just have to source them somehow. Okay, we don't need this, we don't need these. We got our money, we don't need this. We'll grab this. We're gonna go to Kastori, which is fire. Can't remember if it's water or earth, so let's just bring both of them. Hope that one inventory space isn't gonna make or break us. Wield this, we don't need that. We don't need this. We need the seeds to go in, and I think that's it, right? Looks like we got some ultra compost, so let's just bring them with us, why not? And then where's my seeds at? These ones. Let's just do our hammerstone. Yeah, we'll do that. Everything makes sense to me. And then, so then we just need our teleport there. Let me just test this. I can just press seeds, right? Oh, okay, yeah, you have to just use it on them. I guess we'll go to the tree patch at the end, even though I think I'm walking by it kind of, but let's just finish one run first and come on up for the second. Okay, let's gotta get a rake. Looks like we forgot to press the recording button for our saving of this onto my local computer, but maybe I should say the stream name so that way in the future if I wanted to get anything from before then I can get it. And so this is what stream. think it was like 48. Yeah, this is stream number 48. So that's for future me. If he wants to go back and watch what we've already done, and he wants to capture any of that for a video. So we need a hammer or whatever. Let's just do all of them first, and we'll put our buckets away, and then we'll go grab our spade. I called it a hammer earlier, don't mind me. Well, it feels kind of sad not protecting these since there's so much XP per each one, I believe. But this is the way of life. And our yolks are pretty useless to us now. Enough so I could even drop them. Let's go to Castori and we'll sort everything out. Civitas Illa Fortis. We're not going to Castori, we're going to Auburnvale, actually. And I think we can just bank everything, so let's just come to, I don't know, this tab, I guess. Maybe we have a medium clue scroll, let me put it over here so I remember it in the future. Looks like we got 4 tomorrow, 4 trees, and I think as we're doing our fletching grind, you get many, many more, so. Let's get our outfit on, I guess. I think we decided upon the Green Man mask while we're here. So here's my outfits. We'll go with our little nature look. Just this. We're gonna go no gloves, because I don't care to go look for them. I think this is enough of the aesthetic. Okay, so we'll want a knife. We want our log basket. And then we'll want to come into this tab. Can I fill this from here? No. And I think we have more than enough maple longbows to cover us until we're done with the grind. So let's build first so that we make an inventory spot. And we can get on our decorating. Okay, let's get rid of distractions over here. Very nice. Fletching our way up to victory. I have to say this is a little bit more enjoyable than bank standing. I find it pretty relaxing, I guess, comparatively. And so yeah, it's only if I'm really wanting to multitask that I'll prefer to do fletching in the bank. And, you know, after I'm done with this, there's really no... Once I get to 74, I don't know if I'll come back here, even if I prefer doing it here. I think it's just an AFK activity for me once we get our goal. So yeah, our fletching grind continues. I think I'm gonna have to take a small break and go get my allergy medicine. I keep forgetting to take it. So I think I'm gonna put my camera on pause real quick. Take a 30-second break. I'll be right back. Alright, where was I? So yeah, we just finished our farm run, and now we're getting back to our actual goals of the account. Put my camera back on. Very nice. Today we're going to finish up getting to 74 fletching, and that's going to get us our Sunlight Hunter crossbow. And that will get us back one step closer to getting back to the Rev Caves. I stopped doing revs because I didn't have the DPS to farm effectively, so I had to stop off and see what fun adventure we could find to get the unlocks that we needed. And you know, I was gonna rush right past early game and go right to revs, and all instead we decided to, you know, do fletching and do hunter and do, I don't even know, cooking maybe. Kind of stepped off of that too. And well, I think it makes it for a more interesting time anyways. I was kind of in a rush to head to Revs. And well, we went there and we got some dragon plate skirts, and we even got one of the little totem things, the one that was maybe worth $1 or so. But let's fully prep. Let's get ourselves at the level we can effectively do it. Go back with some vengeance. And when we get back to Hunter, we're going to be doing our first, I think, first expert rumor. Head on up to about 75 Hunter. That will get us Moonlight Moths. And then I want to use Moonlight Moths on the account, of course, instead of using prayer pots when I can. But I also want to head to the blue Naguas, the frost Naguas, I guess they're called, and their boss, the Amaxel. I think we'll do the frost Naguas first, try to get the glacial Tomatli, and then we can start messing around with the boss. Trying to get to 75 combat so that I can start doing some. While I'm doing my... Alright, let's talk to Rick. What do you want? Thanks for the spinach roll. 75 combat to get Konar unlocked. And with that, we will do Cristelia with Turiel skipping, and then every 10 tasks we then do Konar. Okay, let's see if we get our knife. I think it's the only unlock we don't have yet. Although I don't know it effectively enough to make that claim. A maple, very nice. Honestly, I think that's like the best one we can get at this point, in terms of what we can actually use. Pretty sure they're more important than pineapple, because we have a lot of fruit seeds. We have like no tree seeds though. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I think that, I don't know, maybe he's growing on me. I think the ox looks, or buffalo looks so silly. Scorpion looks kind of cool. I think the bird looks kind of cool. Looks a little flat in the back, but I think it's effective enough. But that buffalo, I don't know about him. I think the Jaguar can use a little bit of improvement too, but it's not terrible. They kind of made it work because they stretched him, but I guess you want it to support the next level. But I mean, the Falcon or Hawk or whatever, Eagle, I think is actually what it is. He only is carrying it up by his tail, so he could have also carried up just by the tail. but you know, his body would have been really short, so I guess it makes sense. The snake's okay, I think. Snake looks fine. But yeah, I think the scorpion looks the coolest, I guess. And to me, the buffalo just looks a little weird. I think maybe at our next totem we might be getting our level up. Might not be, I think maybe in a couple. Well, we get at least 800, it might be more. So I think it'll be very close. I think it's right on the money. I think it's literally the exact level. An onyx tipped runite bolts. That's actually a very, you know, one of our next grinds is going to be the crazy archaeologist. And I'm pretty sure he's pretty decent at dropping onyx bolt tips. And so we might actually be able to convert some of our PVM and some of the things that we're doing into money, and so that we don't have to go and make money. So 102k left. I think we get more than 90. I would probably get about 90-ish k XP an hour here. So before 8 o'clock we should be all done. 8 o'clock Eastern for myself. Oops. I made a jaguar on accident. What can you say? I like the jaguar more than I like the buffalo. You know what I was thinking? So when I calculated, the other day I calculated like how much time I would need left here, and then I AFK'd on my own, and then I was like, oh, I'm getting so much less XP, and it's well, because I'm not carving as many bows on the way, because I already carved in the bank. So that's why I think I was like, oh, I'm gonna get the level. Yesterday I thought I was gonna get the level, but it's because I AFK'd and didn't account for being lazy, that I was making all my bows on the way, and now we're primarily just using these ones. And I choose the path of the lazy. So yeah, maybe we're not getting 90k XP an hour, but I still think 8 o'clock is probably a good guesstimate, and I guess we'll see. I wonder if I feel like I turned my volume up too much on my end. I think yesterday it was too quiet, and then today it's just a tiny bit too loud for my comfortability. So let me see if I can do that real quick. Right there. There's the level. I'm a very sensitive person. Okay. Alright, where are we? Yeah, you did 6K right there. So. We put a jaguar instead of a buffalo on our last pass through here. We only got 18. I don't think they're gonna give me the knife, are they? It's our last collection log, and it's really the only one I wanted. We got the spool, we got the mask. I don't know what else there was. Maybe I should look it up while we're here. What is this called? Fail totem. Let's see what we got and let's see what's left, I guess. So Veil Totem and our rewards. Yeah, we've gotten all of them except the... Oh, we can buy them. How do we buy them? Let's see. 175 what? Earn Veil research points. How do I... Or a virtual currency earned from the thing to buy the thing. Players can receive Veil offerings by building tons. Rummaging through 100 points will reward the player with 1 research point. Oh, okay. So we've been passively getting this currency this whole time. So we can just go buy the last one, most likely. And so I guess we'll collect the one up there at the end. Once we get our level up, we'll just go. What else can you get? Veil Research Exchange, I guess. Yeah, I mean, at the end we're just gonna buy a bunch of tent branches, I guess. Let's buy as many as we can after we get our fletching knife. Oh, who knows, maybe we get our fletching knife before then. Yeah, you get into existence. Yeah, I think maybe on our next one up, we'll... Like, can you get uniques? And if you get uniques, you can just sell it back for half the price. So, I don't know. Is the slight XP per hour that I would improve on for the last hour worth 175 points? I don't know. Yeah, I think we'll head up over there. We'll see how many points we have and... That Green Man mask is so expensive there. It's the most expensive one. Makes you feel at one with nature. This is the description. What we want is that a crafty looking knife. That's what we're looking for. Let's look at that fletching knife. What else does it do? Is it just for bowstrings, or is there other... Oh, you can put it in your offhand too. Yeah, that's definitely the one that would have been very nice to have for this whole entire adventure here. And so yeah, I wonder if I should have, knowing what I know now, right when I got to 375, I would have came and bought it, because then could have made 50% more bows of the effort that we put into it. But you live and you learn. It can be used to make raw fish offcuts, however, no speed boost. Makes sense. Cutting food items, slashing webs, setting up hunter traps. Setting up hunter traps. What hunter trap needs a knife? They all need knives, and I just wasn't aware of it and just had a knife in my inventory. Not too sure. There's no shop over here, right? It's just the friendly forester. So yeah, the fletching knife is an offhand. What happens if you lose it in the wilderness? I would imagine we have enough fail research points, but let's see what happens. 250. We might have to sell our bowstring spool or our Green Man mask after the end of all this. I think we'll do that. 100. So we need 100 more points. Where are we looking for? And he will buy the spool for 125. So yeah, I guess we'll have to do that. So we'll wait now until the end to see if we get lucky. And yeah, he only buys the Green Man mask for 125 points. Only on Ironman. Only Ironmen are able to sell Green Man masks. Yeah, that makes sense. You can just buy it off the Grand Exchange and then sell them for points to then convert to whatever else. Okay. And so yeah, we haven't been unlucky with the not getting a fletching knife. That we're actually not at drop rate yet, I think. We just got lucky with the Green Man mask. So it made me think that we had more offerings made. Okay. It's too bad the Green Man mask doesn't sell for let me just bring this over real quick. So, you know, each of these is half the cost, but then this one is a quarter of it. And so yeah, I would probably have marked my end here. Once I got to my 74, imagine that I never would come back, and we can bury this chapter by burying our Green Man mask. Can't get a good angle. She moves so quickly. Cutting through those corners. Yeah, let's just open these up then. I think we got only dirty arrow tips on that one. We got 10 of them dragon arrow tips. Sweet. Take that distribution each time. And so yeah, if I end up selling my spool, then that's really pushing me towards never using bowstrings. I already was kind of leaning that way, but I was trying to make an argument yesterday of like, oh, I guess maybe this will help, and you get so much flax here, I can maybe just AFK it, spin it, and then it wouldn't be that much less AFK. In the future, it was kind of like a, and get my crafting up without that much attention, off stream, while I'm video editing, while I'm doing other things of that nature. And then in the future, when I got a bunch of U logs, got a lot of magic logs, maybe we would just make longbows and string them. And with that, then we would have things to high elk. Because yeah, our fletching is going to be 74, and if all goes well, we're going to want to boost to 85, which I think is going to be 81, which is, 6-7 levels from now. But we'll wait on that day. Let's try to get the web weaver bow first, and then we can worry about getting the fletching level to upgrade it. Because we're going to have to get the bow, and then we're going to have to go to Venonitis and get our upgrade for it. I think it's probably the Venonitis Fang, would be my guess. Because yeah, I see the Rev Caves going one or two ways. The preferred path is we spoon the web weaver bow. It's not called the web weaver bow. That's the upgraded one. What's the not upgraded one? I think it's like the Laren? No, it's not Laren. Laren's bow. I can't think of the name. I usually could say it, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, we get the bow basically, the web weaver bow unupgraded. Ideally, that would be the first one. Yes. That would be the spoon. And then at that point, maybe we come back. I don't know if you were hearing what I was saying, but I think we're gonna end up having to buy our fletching knife, I think. It's 350 points. We have 250 points, research points at the moment. And so I think we're gonna sell our... We can either sell our mask, which maybe makes more sense. and call our days here at the end. Or we can sell our spool. And I just don't really know if I'm ever going to care to use the spool. But I'm also never really going to care to use the mask, so... Okay. So yeah, those are our two paths in the wilderness. And I think I'm gonna have so much AFK time that I think we're done with, once we get to 74, I think we're done with Veil Totems. I think we'll call it. And I think we'll sell our mask and get a new one. Maybe a Slayer mask. I kind of wanted to like customize it, but we didn't have enough leaves. But it served its purpose to get the item I actually wanted. A 1 in 500 drop, gonna sell it to get the 1 in 350 drop. And yeah, I think that's the way we'll do it. That we'll keep the utility item open up, keep my options open. Happy New Year! I'm such a, I wouldn't say a bad sport, I don't know how to phrase it though. It's not that I don't care about the new year, but I have a tendency, I think it's like a coin flip if I'm actually going to stay up or not at this point. I think in the past 4 or 5 years it's been a some years I'll do it, other years I'll just kind of be over it. Just depends on how much energy I have, I think. Yeah, I think I ended up going to bed after 11, but not before 12. And well, I woke up at 5, so it's kind of you know, if I forced myself to stay up past 12, I probably would have, you know, been falling asleep around 12:30. Hope like that would be ideal if I stayed up till 12. And then that would give me no time to sleep. Or at least last night I kind of I was trying to use this new tool and it wasn't working well, and so I was planning on going to bed at a decent time. But I ended up kind of getting frustrated with the software and tried to kind of figure out what I was doing and trying to get it going, and so then I ended up working later than I had wished. I was using this free software and I think it was just better. You were doing, I think you were doing some barrow runs before. Did you get your Vrak helmet? Is that what you got? That's my guess. Alright, 70 more K. Oh boy. Carol skirt, nice. So were a lot of those eclipses were probably for some of your the rest of your group Ironman. Alright, anything interesting? But yeah, it sounds like a very, I'm sure you guys are really happy to get a lot of dual macchiatos going. The blue helms aren't too bad, especially at like yeah, I mean I haven't done many Desert Treasure 2 bosses. My brother he's a beast. He by the time I was getting going there, he's already got, you know, 2 altar rings, a full set of the axe. He got an axe, whatever. And so what I'm trying to say is we're doing Yama, and I find that to be pretty, it's not too difficult, I think. And what I'm trying to say is that that blue helm, the blue moon helmet, is pretty effective there, because you do it's much easier to use magic there. It's less DPS, but it's much more chill. And so having something that gives some strength bonus can help. And so yeah, those blue moon helms are going to be pretty nice there. That's at least one spot where I think it's pretty nice. And, you know, and so I was saying the Desert Treasure 2 bosses because, you know, at least on this account, I would imagine doing Yama before I want to delve into the Desert Treasure 2 bosses. I could be mistaken on that, but I don't really feel like there's much of an upgrade. You know, maybe you get lucky and get a Virtus, but it's so rare there that it really doesn't feel good to go for like, oh, I'm gonna go out of my way to go get Virtus. It's more, I'm gonna go get my rings, I'm gonna go get my axe, and hopefully I'll get some Virtus pieces on the way, and maybe I'll come back in my off time and do some more. Oh, like crafting orbs? Is that what you're talking about? Trying to think, 'cause you said orbs as like but they drop water orbs or earth orbs or something like that. Well, it looks like we got another 10K. Goes by pretty quick. Okay. But yeah, I like the blue moon at it's good at Toa and it's good at Yama. I think Yama it's really good at, because there's really not a easy way to get something better there, I think. You know, you can go do chambers, or you can go and do Desert Treasure 2 bosses, and they're both extremely rare. To get the upgrades, so. And I feel like most of the places you mage, you're not really doing melee too, so. And so yeah, I'm thinking for me, I already know how to do Yama. To me, it's kind of a chill boss. It's not it's really just the phase 3 that's, you kind of have to dial in a little bit. But even then, I don't know, I just don't feel like it's that challenging, I guess. Like it's not easy. I'm not claiming that, but to me, it's a very like intuitive boss. Like it's a boss that you can kind of just fight, and you're kind of reacting and looking at what's going on, and you're kind of timing things, and you're not. It's not too. I don't think there's that many details to get into your head, I guess. And so for me, that makes it much easier. It's more of my style. And you know, the first phase is kind of pretty easy, but it kind of helps you get into the rhythm, I think, that first phase. It's not that punishing, and so you can kind of start knowing what his attacks look like. And so that way when he's going quicker and there's more things going on and such, it helps you train to get better at it. Whereas like those Desert Treasure 2 bosses, I feel like it's on from the start, so there's not really a it's hard to get your reps in, I think. That it's, you kind of you get punished very hardly, I think. Whereas for me, maybe that's why I like Yama, is that I was able to get a lot of effective practice in, and so that way I'm able to do the hard stuff at the end, and it doesn't feel hard. Whereas if I go and do Vardorvis, it's like, you know, I've only tried it like 5 or so times, let's say, just guessing, and I was able to complete it in the quest, but it's like I feel like I got lucky at it, and I didn't want to really learn it, and kind of like you're just clicking so quickly, and for me, Yama was always just chill. Even that third phase, you know, the first time doing it and such, you know, is difficult, but it always felt like I knew what I was doing, because all of the attacks are just very intuitive on, oh, there's a wave coming, oh, he's doing this prayer, oh, he's attacking these grounds, and it's this kind of, you're seeing what's going on and you're moving and reacting, and so yeah, I want to do Yama first, because I think Oath Plate will be pretty massive at Vardorvis, because he attacks with Slash, and you attack with Slash, pretty sure. And I haven't done Doom of Mokiatl or whatever. I haven't tried that much yet. I haven't even done it, the quest, I think, on my other account. I think I haven't done whatever the Dawn, or is it Dawn? Can't think of the quest name, but the ending quest. And but yeah, I think I want to do that boss too, because I really don't think there's much upgrades. You get a Scorching Bow, you get Elite Void, you get a Light Bearer, maybe, I think I'm going to bring a Blowpipe there most likely from the small amount of research that I've done there. I think that's going to be a good way to do all the punishing when he's at, because he becomes vulnerable and he takes all of your hits with 100% accuracy. I keep forgetting to carve. And so yeah, I think that's the, and yeah, getting those heals in from his spec that automatically are guaranteed might be a good spec. And then I think you can also use the Crystal Halberd spec is also an effective way to do the melee punishes. And so yeah, that's kind of I think my trajectory of what the end game might look like. Nice. Have you done Dragon Slayer before? Like on a different account? Or is this your first time doing the quest? So for me, I think I've done it twice, and so then this account would be a third time. I remember on the first one. Okay, cool. You know, the first time I did it, I didn't have much PVM experience. I kind of scooted by somehow. But I also it was a main account, so I had access to the Grand Exchange and such. And I'm pretty sure I bought a Dragon Hunter crossbow, and I'm pretty sure I bought a Dragonfire Ward, and I think I used Void. I think that was my setup or something. But on my second account, I think I just used, you know, so for Vorkath we used a Samurai Costa, and that was a pretty easy fight going off memory. And I got my 50 KC with the Samurai Costa, and that also, there was no major issues. And I didn't have that much PVM experience, I think, at that point either. And then the last fight, I kind of remember I might have had a little bit of difficulty on the second run. I don't remember what I think I just used a rune crossbow, and like adamant diamond bolts would be my assumption, what I did. I probably used like God D'hide leather at the time, or maybe even black D'hide, who knows. But yeah, I kind of just remember there's like the waves that come and you kind of have to just dodge them. But yeah, I think there's a major step between, I think, that boss and then the Desert Treasure bosses. I've heard that some of the Desert Treasure bosses get easier as you get going with them, but to me the Whisperer was just a nightmare. Leviathan, surprisingly, I thought was going to be one of the tougher ones, and that seemed to be the one I did. You know, so there's Duke, who's, I think this is the easiest, objectively. So not counting him, I was picturing the Leviathan to be the most difficult some reason. And I had the worst gear for it of all my setups, and I found that to be the easiest one for me to do. And then when I went to Whisperer, that one was a nightmare for me to do. So I don't even know how I finished it, and I think I just clicked buttons and hoped for the best and somehow got it done. Thank you, brother. Yes. All types of gains this new year coming up. I'm getting, I think you're talking about gains in the game, but I'm also going to be getting some gains in the gym. I've been going consistently for the past 2 months, but I just unlocked my squat again. That usually it kind of causes pain, but I'm actually going to be getting some real gains this year. I actually feel good squatting again, so. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Have a good New Year. See, I don't know if anyone else is into fitness. You know, we're all here on a video game. There's maybe some overlap to RuneScape players of being, people that can grind. So there's associated grit between. And so I think it's like maybe not flip a coin, but there's probably a decent amount of overlap of people that are really into just various, I would say, like nerdy things. Like we just nerd out on stuff, the community. So if that's nerding out on fantasy football or sports, or if it's on politics or whatever BS, this game requires a lot of information in your head. You kind of have to be decent at it. And so yeah, I think fitness is something you can nerd out pretty easily on, and something you can grind. The numbers go up. Alright, it looks like every time I look, we get 10 more K. So if I just look 4 more times, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, didn't work. I was hoping that would get me to my goal quicker. But yeah, we're about to say goodbye to the Veiled Totems, and I think it's going to be forever. I just have to imagine in the future I'm just going to AFK all my fletching needs. But even if I want to get my fletching up for make dragon darts or whatever else, I think we'll go down the path of doing it more off stream and doing it while I'm video editing, and do it while I'm laying down possibly, and kind of spend my time more on different things. I'm still hoping to spoon my knife here, because once we are done with the 37k XP, I'm gonna go and, assuming I don't get the knife, I'm gonna go and sell my Green Man mask that I got and use those points and my research points that I already do have to go and get our little knife. Yeah. Well, if I had to pick one place to not go lucky at, I think Veil Totems is near the top. So take that as, you know, RNG doesn't work that way, but you know, the RuneScape gods work that way. So it's just the way of the world. I don't have to tell you guys. I'm not sure where I want to go luckiest at, you know. If I go too lucky at the Rev Caves, I think I'll be disappointed that this grind that I'm looking forward to and wanting to get used to the Revenants and getting used to the wilderness and all that. If I spoon it, my grind's gonna significantly be reduced. And well, I guess I feel like the Rev boss, or not the Rev bosses, but the wilderness bosses are probably the more exciting thing anyways, so maybe I'll still get my experience. So yeah, I think I want to spoon if I had to pick one item I want to spoon in this game, I think that's the one. Or maybe a Tunic in Shadow, but you know. You know, and especially wise because I've already done, you know, Toa on my other account, and I haven't done the other raids. You're gonna grind them out at the lizards, at the shamans, I mean to say. Is that the plan? Yeah, I think I grinded my, so one, I haven't unlocked or gotten enough things to do the one in the house. I might have gotten enough points, but I never really looked into building it, I suppose. But yeah, I did them at the stone chest is where I got seemingly unlimited fangs, and I did that on my way to getting ranger boots. That was my first method. Once I got the ranger boots, I had more than enough fangs to not worry about it. And, you know, I'm going to get to Chamber of Xerix, and that's kind of, at that point, I'm going to have infinite things, I think. Get so many oaks. It's like by the time I actually get this location figured out, like everything's just kind of naturally getting pressed. I'm going and doing what I'm supposed to do. I think we'll be done here at that point. I think that's how it always rolls. Like once you get a rhythm at it, it's like we're done. Although I think that's a good thing, because I like to kind of learn the next. Otherwise I'll get bored. That or the coffee's kicking in. And you know, I didn't sleep much this last night because, you know, I had said it earlier in the stream, I'm not going to repeat, but and so I take creatine with my coffee too, and creatine is known to mask the effects of not sleeping. So I think maybe I'm getting that effect at the moment. Like, oh, now we're up. It's not really like a caffeine feeling that I feel. I think it's more of just my brain's working properly again. And I think that's because of you know, I take 10 grams of creatine, and that's known for brain boosting, getting rid of mental fog, helping you have access to your memory easier. And so yeah, as I was doing this, I feel like my hand is just moving a little more efficiently right now on what I'm doing next, and it was a struggle this morning more. I feel like I never learned how to do the lizard shaman. I did some KC and such, but I kind of just brute forced it. I don't think I even looked up a guide. I think I just went in and hoped for the best. I mean, so I don't know if I could, if I know what I'm doing if I was to go. Like there were some, like, I didn't fully understand what I was doing, but it was kind of working. I'd kind of known, even without looking at a guide, I kind of learned through osmosis, you know, watching other people in there or whatever, but you could like stand on the left side. That's where everyone wants to go on that little L. And so I kind of learned that from, you know, I didn't learn that intuitively fighting. That was learned from watching someone else, but yeah, like couldn't even tell you what goes on in that fight. So I guess when I have to do them on this account, see if I can wing it, or if I end up taking too much damage. But yeah, I feel like my KC on my other, I mean, I probably have a couple hundred kills, I'd imagine. Maybe more, maybe less, who knows. But yeah, I imagine I'll just unlock them and do them as I get tasks. You know, I'm not really sure where it's going to be. You know, I'm going to get the Void Waker pretty early on this account. If I get a Void Waker and a Light Bearer, I'm sure I'll find a use for the Warhammer. I imagine, you know, Void Waker is going to do me better. You know, at Toa is a place where damage reduction might be nice. I think even Bone Dagger is even better. It's guaranteed hits. It's stab, so the accuracy, you know, using Crush is not that effective. I wonder, so for the third phase of the main boss, I think his name is, what is it, the Warden? I think he's weak to Crush, so maybe that's a good spot for it, actually. He's at the hardest phase, the phase where he might die. If you get those Warhammer specs in, maybe that's a good spot to bring it. Because I currently bring a BGS on my Group Ironman. Maybe that's the future item that's coming out one of these days. The stab-related defense reducer. Well, yeah, we're inching our way. We're really getting there. I think I'll be glad to say goodbye here. You know, I'm not really... Okay, so one of the thoughts that's in my head is, you know, this might be my last account that I ever do. It's my guess. You know, maybe I do more, maybe I keep playing forever, who knows? Maybe I keep this account alive forever and my Group Ironman account for the next 30 years, for who knows? but there might eventually be a send-off. And so yeah, every grind can be the last one. This game that I have a ton of nostalgia for. Been playing for not straight, not consecutive, but 24 years, I think. It was 2002, I think, was probably when I first started playing. And some reason I always go back to like this memory of like, you know, cutting wood. I think I was cutting oak or something, who knows, and I would go and sell the logs at the general stores to try to get money to then go around and go buy mithril everywhere. Like I would go to the desert to go get my legs, and then I would go to... That's one of my memories I have, I think, of my money-making guide is to go cut oaks and sell them at a general store, and then go run around to all the towns trying to get the mithril items. And I don't know, maybe I got adamant at one day too, and I don't think I ever really... I mean, eventually, obviously, I got ruined and stuff, but in my second, third grade era, I think that's, you know, I would go and kill cows. And then I eventually started mining. And then I liked how AFK the wood cutting was in comparison. And obviously you learn and you grow a lot, and so it's like, oh, if I went back in time, you know, I would have just done... I don't know when Tazars came out. Maybe it wasn't then, probably much later. But there would have been some... There's probably some boss that I could have done then. Something a little bit more effective. But I kind of remember the Obsidian Cape being out pretty early. So I think I would have just safe spotted Tazars all day to make money. I don't think there's really much better than that. Eventually Barrows came out. Alright, we got 3 Ent branches on that one. I think this might be our last inventory. Last run. Might be one more, who knows? Would you just keep playing on your group, or like a main, like so you'd go Grand Exchange and all that kind of stuff? You wouldn't want to become an Ironman solo. I think that makes sense. I might be tempted to do a main account in the future, but we'll see. To go in my... So if I became a main account, if I ever did that, the reason why for me is to go in my PvP arc of like, I've played the game, I've done mostly everything. Now it's time to open up to the PvP world and see if I can, you know, because I did PVM. I skilled my first, you know, as a moneymaker first. That was my focus. And then I became a skiller, trying to get all the 99s. And then became more PVM focused / Ironman focused. And so I think the last thing would be, if I was to make another account, it'd be to try to get into PvP and such, to see if I could have fun with that, and see if I can, because I'm terrible at PvP. I get so nervous, and I just try not to die. Try to make sure my prayer is up. Try to make sure my protect item is up, I mean. Alright, 74 fleshing. Let's go. Can now make the Sunlight Hunter crossbow, the Scorching bow, and Atlatl darts. All three of those are going to be massive when we come to those days. And today's day, that's the Sunlight Hunter crossbow. So let's head on up, let's grab our points on the way. And we'll see if we can spare using our green man mask. See if that we have to sell it or not, or if we get to keep it. Looks like we're just a little shy to get to 300. Our mini game guy's right here. So let's open up our last two. Should I go and collect? Let's go run down to this one. Let's open up one more. Let's see if we can get our knife on the last pull. Alright, let's see. Well, I mean, I'll take it. Okay, we saved our mask. Would you look at that? We didn't get the knife. We didn't get a... We got our second spool. That's incredible. So, we get to keep our mask. We get to keep our spool in our bank. And now we get to sell this one to go and get the last collection log. So let's sell this one. And with that, we'll buy our fletching knife. We'll buy 3 of these. And our Veil Totem chapter is finished. Look at that psychopath. What would you do if you saw that in the woods? But yeah, I think that's a great way to end it. That was beautiful. Our Veil Totems is finished. We get our knife. Should I put it out to some, let's test the knife out. So you need to... I didn't think they would have an option just magically appear if you had a knife. Let's set myself up so I can see this beautiful animation. Find that camera pose we want. Should I go run to a better spot? Go look over the bridge? These angles, man. Okay, we'll go on the bridge instead. Alright, we finally found our spot. We'll just go here. And let's see that knife in action. Let's see how quick it is. Let's see if it was worth it. Let's see if, oh yeah. Look at that speed. This is gaming. Peak gaming right here, guys. Those knives being used. There's buffalo coming. But yeah, it's not, you know, if it was too quick, I wouldn't be able to AFK. I feel like I would have to keep pressing it so often. So I think it's at just the perfect speed, 50% quicker. Feels rewarding, while also not being too fast. That, you know, I would prefer the quicker speed, but if it's off on another tab and I'm doing something more important, if it's too quick, I'll get kind of annoyed of getting notifications. So let's find its spot in our bank real quick. I guess we'll put it right here. You know, I don't think it benefits Hunter, so let's not put it there. Let's put it next to our logs. Right there then. And then our maple logs, we'll keep them there, why not? Well, as they say, on to the next, right? Because you can equip it, right? We'll try the equip method. We might have to remove it if we need to use it. I don't... kind of forget how to do Hunter now. But we'll see as we go. I think we'll remember enough. Okay, so we'll do enough Hunter to get a Sunlight Hunter crossbow. But then I think we'll step off and get to crafting after, because I kind of wanted to upgrade my small meech pouch. You didn't know you could equip it. That's hilarious. If I didn't see today, I would have, you know, I just looked up the item and it said equip. But yeah, we can wield it. Full psychopath mode. It even matches the outfit. Look at that. The yellow with the yellow. It's kind of the same. It was meant to be. Okay, do I remember how to do Hunter? Axe, I guess. Put this over here so that I remember to do that at a future date. Let's move this over here, I guess. I think we're gonna have to do some work on reorganizing our bank, but we don't need 2 axes. Yeah, I can check here. Check. We got dark kebits. So we need our money. Let's get some logs. Hopefully we can get sunlight antelope task relatively quickly. And then go and get our bow. And then after that, we'll probably go and do a little bit of crafting, I think. So I think that's what's next. I want to kind of get to 61 crafting and make my medium meat pouch. And that way I'm able to get more rewards from doing my tasks. Because otherwise I might be dropping a lot. Okay, let's just go. We'll figure out what we're missing when we figure it out. So let's go to Piscatorius, right? And yeah, I think I'm gonna stop off and grab this every time I pass. I think my audio's off. It's not. It's just not making any noises, huh? Yeah, it's super quiet. It's kind of strange. I wonder why. But that does kind of remind me, I should probably preemptively turn off any syncing so that my stream doesn't get interrupted. Sometimes I drop frames, and I think it's most likely from that. Okay, let's just tag all, I guess. Looks like we got a... Yeah, it looks like suspiciously like a bot some reason. I think that's the one I like to do. Probably need to start thinking again. You can tell how rough I am. Didn't even go and get my... Oh, I can't wear my fletching knife. Okay. Let's tag this one, and then we'll hunt just this one. Yeah, there's a chance he's not a bot, but he's got the standard bot look, so it's... You know, I'm not really a customized person, especially in the past more. I just take the generic look and I get on with it. Alright, let's see if we can get this antelope task. If not, there's a chance that we just go and... it's going to be a quick task. Let's go back, AKQ. Yeah, if I get a task I don't like, I might just go and do some antelopes real quick, and then get on with crafting. I think the method is, I think I'm gonna go and do all my jewelry first, just cutting. Then after that, I think I'm gonna head to Port Fatmatis, I think is how you pronounce it, maybe. And then at that point, we'll do some charters. Might have to make some money. These falcons are gonna bankrupt me. Let's not do that guy. Let's go untag. And we'll tag this one. I think the dark got in our way. Yeah, I think Dash and Cabot is the meat is probably pretty good. Well, that was pretty quick. Let's do one more for good luck. Alright, red salamanders. That's one that I wanted to block. Wasn't it? Oh, now I can't remember. Is there a way to look at what she has blocked? For some reason I have her highlighted, so I feel like she was supposed to block something. Can I talk to this person and see what all my open tasks are? She's a scribe, okay. How many rumors have I completed? 114. Yeah, I feel like this person is supposed to block my red salamanders. That's probably why I have it tagged still. Okay, I guess we'll just go on. Let's stop at the bank real quick. Ooh, moonlight. I think that's our first moonlight. So let's put it here. And then we'll put it up top. How much Quetzal feed do I have? I wonder how much I need. I feel like 55 is quite a bit. That eventually we'll start using it to charge our thing up instead of meat. Okay, that all looks fine. Yeah, let's not think about it too much. I'm just gonna do my tasks until I get the Sunlight Hunter crossbow, basically. Oh look, we had another Veil offering in our inventory the whole time. We banked them. Okay, so what I wanted to grab was my book bag actually. And I think I like to bring a short bow, and I think I like to bring steel arrows. So let's wield them. Let's put that on, put our cape away. But yeah, I think that's how we like to roll. Okay. Then yeah, let's empty our pouches. And I don't think I'm going to worry about the medium pouches for the minute until we go and get our first sunlight. I can't say it because there's so many words. Because there's sunlight hunter crossbow, there's the sunlight antelopes, then there's the sunlight meat, right? What is it called, the meat? And so distinguishing between all three of them, I kind of just start talking and not knowing how to phrase it yet. Got the sunlight fur. Yeah, it's just called sunlight antelope. My hunter is level 72. So we just unlocked expert. And then now that we have expert, I went and said, okay, I'm gonna go get my fletching up to 74 so that when we go and do antelope, we can make our crossbow. Yeah, let's get on with it. Let's get in our flow again. Red salamanders. I can get caught up on details that are not that important sometimes. Like really wanting to get this medium pouch. It irks me. Yep. That's the, today's the day. We finished our veil totems, and we're also gonna go get our bow, and then we'll start stockpiling them. And well, we're on to the next hunter goal right after that, and that's getting to 75. I think we can do 4 of these now. Getting to 75. So that we can get moonlight moths. And with moonlight moths, I want to go AFK train at Frost Naguas. Try to get the glacial tomatli, or however you pronounce it. And then use those to do some amoxil kills. And I don't want to use prayer pots there, I want to use moths. So we'll go and, recover and kind of keep being self-sufficient basically there. Not using prayer pots and so that's one of the early bosses I want to do. Oh yeah, it's so nice training there. Yeah, that's how I trained up to this point, is, I did a lot of Slayer. Oh, looks like that's it. Slayer got me most of my training, and then I think I trained my defense from 40 to 50 at the... I wanted to get the drop. I got the sulfur blades. And so that was how I got some of my stats up. And so now I want to get to 75 so I can get Konar, and so then get 75 to do Konar, and I want to do it at Frost Naguas. I want to get the next drop with the glacial tomatlis now that I have the sulfur blades, and I think the most effective way of doing that is with 75 Hunter, so that you can just pray and not use any supplies. You just go off and catch butterflies. so we'll get up to 75, and then we will, I think I want to get the drop before I do the boss, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be best in slot at the boss itself. And the sulfur blades are actually really good at Frost Naguas. Just because they're weak to crush, they're not terrible with slash. But you also get the effect of the flat armor, doubling the amount of damage that the flat armor provides. So I don't know if it's 2 or 4 or whatever extra damage that you do there. Take everything off, get my falcon. What are we on? Dash and Kebbit? Yeah, the only thing about the macchiatos is it's super. Oh, that's quick, huh? They're super good. Any place that has high defense, you roll both. You know, if your first attack fails, your second one automatically fails. Okay, where are we going? We need to organize in a way that is quick to read for me. Okay, yeah, okay. Love seeing those Renars come in. I love seeing those Moonlight Moths come in now. I'm tempted to go and try to get a red salamander from this person. I think we need to finish our contract though. So we do that first, and then we come back to him. And then I think we just maybe come back. Well, it's a quick one, so let's just do that. See if we can get a red salamander and block it, so that we don't have to do them on our expert. Yeah, I'm sure they're, yeah, they're super good. Oops, I always run past this guy. My poor money stack going down. I'm just gonna hop worlds real quick. Let our bot have the world. He's been here too long. I'm onto him. How dare you not do farming or hunter contracts? I'm debating if I want to do Seracnus on this account. You know, after I do Frost Naguas and I get my glacials. I feel like I'd want to get Void first. But maybe instead of Void I do, maybe that's my celebration, is that I'll get I can't think of the name right now. Mixed Hide Armor. And we'll use that to go fight Seractus, maybe. And maybe I do stop off and do get barrel gloves too, perhaps. When I go wilderness, I don't think I'm gonna ring barrel gloves. There's a chance I will, but I wasn't planning on it. I guess we'll see what my cash stack looks like after doing a lot of revs. We've built up so much that the risk doesn't matter. Now I wish I banked everything. I figured it would go so quickly that I wouldn't even fill up, but I think we might drop our Jangerberry, for example. And I don't mind dropping my Hunter Spear tips either. I think we'll let the rest of the food go. Although it won't let me go, so we'll have to just drop 2 of them. Am I catching the wrong thing? Just because I have it highlighted? Dashing and we're on spotted. Ah, that's the reason, huh? Let's go shift left to drop. I knew it felt a little weird, but okay, we'll just drop all of our meat then. It's untagged. Alright, cool. Let's actually just go pick up all of our food while we're here. Or it despawns, why not? Drop, 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 drop. You know, each of these, I think, just as valuable as a shark to me, so they're actually pretty nice. And maybe we even really spice it up. We'll just use these to recharge our Quetzal. Very nice. Fully charged. Let's see if we can get red salamanders. Let's go. Okay, I think I would rather do 1,000,000 red salamanders than go back to Snowy Nights right now, so. Ornis. And there you go, Sunlight Antelope. Perfect. That's what we're here for. we can go get our crossbow now. I like to make you guys wait on that. Okay, so empty. I imagine it would be nice to bring extra logs, so we'll do that. And yeah, this is my first time doing them, so let's see where they're even at. All the way over here. Is there a quicker teleport? Maybe this one? I don't think I've unlocked that spot, so maybe that's what I need to do then. Okay, I think you need Quetzal feed maybe? Let's actually just look it up so that I'm not stumbling. I think it's limestone, Quetzal feed, and teak. And then you can do landing site, you need 10 of them. You need 3 limestone. 1, 2, 3. You need 4 soft clay. So that's probably the one I would have forgot. And I never knew the counts, so. And it looks like we have the perfect inventory space. So look at that. Okay, and then let's look at let's verify that this spot is not already built, and it's not. Okay. You know, I was wondering why there was a spot here. I was like, well, that's one I can skip. And the savannah is, I think, AJP. Is that the name? Yep. You know, this spot might be nice for our farm runs too. But there's this teak hardwood spot right there. I think I'd rather go to Quetzal than I would do use my Draman staff. Very cool. Have a good day. Take care. Thanks for joining. I'll catch you next time. But yeah, we're on to getting our upgrade right now. Let's get our Pokey out. Oh, a collection log even. I forgot that you get the splinters from these. Alright, let's see. What does it say? Nothing interesting happens. Oh, you need a chisel probably. Shucks. It's not a knife. He's gonna get stuck on this corner, isn't he? Yeah. Well, we might have to go stop off and get a chisel real quick. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, well, we'll keep going until our inventory's full, and then we'll go and get a chisel, I think. And yeah, this spot's kind of annoying me, so I have to just always come on or that side, I guess. Or just know to come here. So I think we just start over here, poke one of these guys. And then if they, if it fails, then I come over here. Okay, looks like I found a good pattern with these two. Is to do the run around town before checking it. Oops. I guess that works too. Oh, I spam click a little too much, huh? I wonder if I have to get like crossbow string or not. I would imagine so. And I've never made one, so I guess we'll have to figure that out soon. Looks like I've decimated this whole crowd that was over there. Alright, we're starting to drop fur. I don't know what the fur is for, though. Okay, let's teleport out. And then we'll come back with a chisel. My pouches are not full, so I wonder why it started dropping them. That is kind of strange. Okay, let's get our upgrade. Guess it only wants to make bolts. So let's go Sunlight Hunter Crossbow. $74 fletching. Oh yeah, you need a hunter crossbow, right? Aha. I guess we have to go to Yanil, or maybe we just go back to the, let's go and use our Quetzal. We'll go to the shop, hunter shop right over there. Okay, so where do you get a hunter crossbow then? 50 range, blah blah blah. Shops, where's the shops? So yeah, they only sell them in Yanil. Okay. So let's go Nightmare. We'll stop at the bank real quick. And I have no money. I was like, oh, I'm in Yanil. Maybe I can buy my... I think I have mystics that I can go buy right now. Because I finally got to 66 magic. But we're not ready for that. We'll have to go AFK some ship salvaging. And do some Hyalkin again. I bet you it's just in this shop that you buy it. And there's Mr. Leon. What's ammo? If I press ammo, what happens? Oh, let's open a door, I guess. They have a weird entrance, huh? How many batches would you like? One long spike and 40 coins. Oh, okay. So you can convert the bolts, the spikes, into more bolts. I didn't know that. Alright, let's trade. Let's just buy one. Looks like a normal crossbow for the most part. And there we go. Well, we can't even equip it. I actually knew that, but I completely forgot till then. We have to get our range up to 66, of course. Alright, let's make some bolts now. A little bit of fletching XP. It's not terrible. And so one inventory, yeah, about 100 or so. Cool. Looks like we got some hemp. We could go and do that, but when we need hemp, we'll go do that and we'll plant more. So let's go put this bad boy into our bank and go swap mode. And we'll swap it with our adamant kite shield, probably. Slayer gem. Cell shards, there you go. And there's our spot. Perfect. Let's get some more maples and let's head on back. So I guess we'll have to carry our chisel. And well, we might as well just keep these. Inventory's getting a little tighter, but I think we'll manage. So I guess the quickest way is just to go Quetzal. Then travel. And then to our new outer fortress. I like these farming fields quite a bit. It's got a look I like. Looks like this guy's here, so he's not doing anything though. He's picking a fight with an antelope. But yeah, let's hop worlds. I guess we'll try this spot instead. I had been doing that one, but oh, he didn't. Okay, I was gonna say he better jump. Oh, that was quick, huh? Just one more to go. Cool, and you can just do one and it will automatically do it without pressing space, so we can probably get in a little rhythm of running around and clicking and then setting up our next thing. And so yeah, our hunter rumors for the day I think are done. We have about 40 minutes of stream left. I think I want to do crafting so that I can upgrade my medium pouch. So we have to get to a charter. I noticed that there was a dock, so I was curious if there was a charter there. I think we'll just Quetzal up here and go there. It's quick enough. This guy seems to want to fight these things. Is this even quicker to do that? I wonder if I just run up. Yeah, the Quetzal is much quicker, huh? So outer forest is just like a... Oh, it's when my bird is there. I see. Or where I'm currently at is the bird. Interesting. You know, because I had clicked on one of them, and I was like, oh, it's a tree. And then when I looked at the menu again, I saw that it was a bird, and so I was like, oh, maybe I just saw a tree. But it actually was. So is the town called Civitas Illa Fortis? Or is the town called Fortis, and then this is the Siva Illa location? Okay, let's just charter to Port Asmatis. We're low on money, so our chartering might I don't know if we'll be limited on that. Not gonna have enough money to charter. Hopefully this can go into the bank without a problem. If not, we'll have to, I guess, leave. So let's go to our, I think our hunter stuff's here. So we'll just put one here. Okay. I see how it is. They're really making me spend my money today. My poor funds. Okay, let's just get prepped here then, and then we'll head on over there again. So I guess we'll put these here, I don't know. Let's open up our loot. Let's go to our combat, put these boys in, we'll go swap again. We'll trade with this. We'll trade with this. And then I think we'll just go swap or insert and put it over here. And yeah, that looks organized enough to me. This is like our main stuff, I guess, and then this is our items we risk are over here. I wonder if I should swap like this. Let's go swap then. I like this better. Because these kind of all flow together of, this is my main items I wear, right? And then this goes into some accessories if I really care to upgrade my stuff. And then the tops are on top of the legs. So it's even got a little feel to it. Okay. I guess we'll wear our ghost feet for some extra fun. Let's actually do our chisel first. And might as well get our jewelry going. Maybe I save money and I just go to Edgeville instead and make some jewelry. Yeah, I like the idea of having a distraction until we get back to Hunter. That we left our Hunter, we went and did some fletching, and we came back and got our crossbow. But there's a few things I want to do before then, before we launch back into that in full swing. I want to get my crafting up to 61 to unlock what is it called? Lunar Diplomacy, I think is the first one. Or is that the second quest in that series? But regardless, I want to get 61 so I can get to that point, so that I can start doing super glass make eventually. And that's how I want to do most of my crafting. And so if I get to 61, I can boost to 65 with Solipsis, and I just unlocked Fossil Island, so I kind of like the idea of right after unlocking it, kind of making use of it. Can now make serpentine helms and replace Dorgeshan light orbs. But you can't even make light orbs until much later, right? I think that's how that goes. Like 87, I thought. So I guess you gotta like thieve them and buy them until you can craft them. Let's go insert and put these up next to their friends. Yeah, in my head earlier I was thinking maybe I just make jewelry, but we don't even have gold bars, so we'll definitely just go do charters. And then I think on this inventory I'm going to turn my camera off, do a quick bathroom break, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Let's turn the camera on. Oh, I had in my chair, just I never actually looked at the camera much. I just have a random stool. But whatever. You get to see my stool. I probably need to spend that should be my New Year's resolution. It's my biggest problem is maybe not my biggest problem, but one of my big problems is I'm pretty lazy when it comes to cleaning. I have my organized chaos, and then when it comes time to do laundry, I just pack it all up and go. I wear some... Yeah, it's just the way I operate, because I know where it is, so I don't really care to organize. I've always been one to not make a mess, and so then I've never really been one to care for cleaning, I guess. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is, if you look at, there's been people's cars that I've, I used to work retail outside, and so we'd have to go and, help people load up and stuff like that. And yeah, I've seen some disasters, and so I'm not like there's no garbage in my car, there's no just random stuff that has no business being in there, just filling up the whole thing. My car is mostly empty, but I'm not going to dust it off is what I'm trying to say. I wonder if there's anything I can like elk. Yeah, we have 1 gold bar. I think I saved it just in case. I mean, I could string up some maples and high elk them, but I don't really care to do that. These are high elks. So how much value is that? It says 73k, so that might we might high elk it off stream, and there's even 21 more, potentially more of them. So maybe I do that off stream. Maybe I just sell some maple longbows. I think that's the method, right? We'll look into that. Then these, you can high elk some of them, but okay. So I have some ways of getting some money back. So we'll go and do some charters. Hopefully it doesn't. I don't think it's that expensive. I just don't have any money, so something that doesn't affect me usually. I might notice that all my money's gone. So we need our glass blowing. We have our money. Let's get our graceful on. And I don't know, what's the pandemonium? There you go. It's like, how am I gonna get there? Let's get our ring of dueling as well. Alright, where's the charter? Everyone looks the same. They're all like, this guy's Seaman Morris, this is our jobless Jim. Then actually the charter looks different, huh? He's got some he's doing some business here. There's another grand down. Okay. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. I guess since we're gonna go to the what I'm looking at is how close the bank is. Like, I wonder if I should just bank stuff. But no, I don't want to. I think that's... I'm never gonna want to go to an altar and turn this into more. But I do want to stop off at the bank right now. Is there anything that's cool to bank? Like, do I have fish poles? Do I have any of this? But let's just drop a couple. Let's get our ghost speak back on so we don't have to do that again. I guess we don't even need a ghost speak since we're not even let's just get in rhythm real quick. Jumping from all these different things is not my specialty. I'm good on the fly if it's important, but if it's not, then I don't use my brain to actually care. You know, if there's an emergency or something. Am I dropping frames? Okay, it looks like I'm fine. We did drop some frames there, but it seems to have recovered. Oh, damn it. Yeah, I wonder about this. Yeah, I don't know. It's my stream's almost done, I guess, but I wonder if everyone's home and so my internet's getting kicked because there's so much other traffic in the area. Well, I'm gonna keep streaming, hope that it just stabilizes, but that's too bad. Looks like we'd messed something up on our purchasing. Super annoying, but it is what it is. You can now make snakeskin body armor. I wonder if I should, you know, when I'm doing this solipsis wood cutting, I wonder if I can stop off and kill some snakes every once in a while. Pick up snakeskin on the way. Okay, so we have 99, so let's get 4 and 4. Yeah, I guess every time my internet goes down, I'll keep saying the same thing. Is I had them come out and they reran wire, but I think it was kind of like the guy was only capable of doing the local. You know, I'm in an apartment complex, so I think they get fed a little bit more differently or something, who knows, and maybe that whole system has to be redone. But you know, if the problem was at my house or my apartment, they reran that line, but they didn't do before then. And their whole infrastructure just might not be that good. All new equipment, so it never went, you know, so my internet changes colors when it's supposed to be bad, and it's always been blue, so That's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So yeah, we just continue with our grind. Hopefully that's it on it. I haven't seen any frames drop recently, so. But yeah, usually it goes yellow. It went red, so. Yeah, I also like that I'm doing crafting now because, well, we went and got some Sunlight Hunter furs, and so now we can make our full mixed hide. And, well, we can't wear it yet, but, you know, when we do, it's going to be there. So I guess that's our story for this arc, is that we're stopping off to get prepped just before we're ready to get prepped. You know, I don't have 60 range yet, but let me look at it anyways. Armor, is it 50 or 60? Yeah, 60. So yeah, we'll go get this stuff, and we can't even wear it yet, but that's, you know, it's multi-purposed. So 6, 5, and 5, 12, 13. And so yeah, we're getting our crafting up. Oh. Let me move that away. It's a group chat. Could start blowing up. So yeah, our crafting is multi-purposed, is what I'm trying to get to. First, the small goal of getting the increasing our hunter meat sack. Second goal of, well, we can go and get mixed hide armor now, so we might as well go and make it. And then there's some other goals on top of that too. But those ones are even more far out, and those ones are, eventually we're going to want to get the accursed scepter, and we'll need 85 crafting, and so we're going to want to unlock super glass make, and we're going to want to start farming our seaweed up pretty soon. And so I feel like now is a pretty good time. Enough of a reason to go and unlock lunar diplomacy. I wonder if I want to start using the lunar spellbook. You know, for construction, it's really good for doing mahogany homes. But I wonder if for tutorial skipping, if I want to be on lunar or not. You know, it's going to kind of make my farm runs, I think, more difficult that we only have a calorie teleport that I know that helps. But I like to teleport to Varrock, I like to teleport to Lumbridge, and I really don't want to make a bunch of tabs. And then the same thing with Slayer, is I'm so used to using the standard spellbook, I don't even know if I know how to get everywhere without it. Yeah, I don't really feel like the teleports are all that useful on it. I like to high alch. So yeah, I wonder if if it'll be easier to tutorial skip with the lunar spellbook, or more effective to just do Slayer the way I normally do it and just use my games necklaces to get back to her. Or I guess it's him. It looks like we found someone else's world. So let's go ahead and come to our world hopper. I think we're on someone's tail right now. Okay, which world are we in right now? We're in 495, so let's just go back to about 401. It wouldn't let me jump to that. For some reason it's red on the button right there. I wonder if that world's down. I wonder if they're having some server issue or something. Okay, so that's 11. So we'll need to buy 2 more. Okay, so we got our crafting grind now. Get up to 61. Start looking into what I need to do for lunar diplomacy. Start farming seaweed. Mine sand when we get the chance, and you know, we have to get our magic up to 77, I think. We're gonna do a lot of PVMing to get our magic up. Is my internet down? Okay, I think that's a sign. We only have a few minutes of this song left. My internet's not good, so for some reason it's getting worse and worse. And so I think regretfully we'll have to just end our stream. Thanks for watching. Internet is unbearable now. I can't type, so. So yeah, let's end our stream. Thanks for watching. Take care. Happy New Year's. Bye now.